Nasty until the end. With the encouragement and blessing of Prince Harry. That's what Meghan Markle and her mother, who have zero feelings towards anybody, have done to the Queen till the very end. Let's not forget that when Prince Phillip died and the Queen placed that envelope, remember that? It said Lilibet. And she said that she didn't want anybody else using that particular endearing name. That died with Prince Philip. And what did Meghan Markle do? Just think of the deviousness, the evil of this woman. Because this was scheming. And what did I say about scheming? It involves planning. It involves studying your prey, your victims, to discover their vulnerabilities, their weaknesses, and attack them where it hurts the most. Because the Queen said nobody uses that name anymore around me, I do not want to hear it anymore, that died with my husband. What did Meghan and Harry do? They named their child Lilibet. And they lied to the Queen because they told the Queen the child would be named Lili. Hence the tweet from Prince William and from Buckingham Palace, from Kensington Palace, saying, "We're delighted to announce the birth of Lili," because that's the name that Palace, the Queen, and everybody around them were told that that invisible child was going to be called. It was the last violation to the Queen. The Queen felt violated. When somebody does something to you against your will, that is a form of violation in the worst possible way. Beautiful people, this is for you to understand how conniving Meghan Markle is and her mother. On October 30th, 2016, Prince Harry announces dating actress Meghan Markle. Remember that it leaked. It leaked. And 8 days later, I think 8 or 9 days later, exactly on the 8th of November, 2016, he issued that statement. And we have Princess Meghan Markle domain registered. We had Duchess of Sussex registered. 2016, and in 2017, May 25th, we have Duchess Meghan Markle registered. And in 2017, the engagement is announced, and 2018, May 19th, Harry and Meghan Markle wedding. In 2018, that very same day or 4 days later, Meghan Markle buys Markle 2020, Markle 2024, and all of those domains that you see that. And they trademark SussexRoyal.com, which we know is active. And then we have Archie, the boy that they claim she gave birth to, which we know is absolute bullshit, and this is just my opinion. On May 8th, 2019, Archie Harris Mountbatten Windsor.com was registered. Prince Archie was registered. Duke Archie was registered. Prince Archie Harrison.com were purchased. Then we have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle embargoed all information about the birth and name of their baby until Sunday, the 6th of June, 2021. Right? Nobody could say the name. In 2019, the domain Princess Lili was bought by somebody, Baroness of Kilkeel, and all of those domains were purchased on 2020, October 1st, DianaMary.com and Diana Mary Mountbatten Windsor in 2021, March, were purchased. There's absolute premeditation by this woman who thought if I have a girl, it's going to be called Lili or whatever. Because Lili is also flower. Remember how she was called flower? Yeah. Now we have Mr. Robert Hartman book that's come out. And many people are saying that this is Palace's unofficial way of addressing all of the things that Harry and Meghan Markle have said about them in public. Everybody's shocked. Oh, The Queen didn't give the approval. To me, what is incredibly telling is the hypocrisy of the press. We all YouTubers said it, and we were all trashed. I have videos about that. I even was warned by YouTube that we were saying that the Queen didn't give her authorization, her permission, because she had said that she didn't want that used. A lot of us were saying that, and yet the press bowed their heads. I wonder if it was because, I don't think it was the fact that Harry and Meghan Markle threatened them with suing them for this. I think it was because they felt that if they were sued by Harry and Meghan Markle, that the palace would have backed Harry and Meghan Markle. Because at the end of the day, the palace will always back Harry and Meghan Markle. Which is why people, when Harry and Meghan sent those letters of threatening letters because the press published that the Queen didn't give her consent. This is why the press backed down. They didn't have the balls to come out and say, you know what, like what we do YouTubers. And and what's really interesting is that we're always told, oh, who's your source? Who's your source? And when things turn out the way we YouTubers have been saying for a long time, all those people who are saying, who's your source? They don't come back to the channel to say, oh, you know what? You were right. Because we YouTubers usually talk about the things that, number one, are plain obvious. That it should be common sense. Number two, because the words and the actions don't match. They don't go hand in hand. So we call that out. We call that out. And we're trashed for it. And three, because we do what now the mainstream media and those people who study journalism don't do. Investigate. We investigate, and it doesn't take long, especially with internet. So now we have the press and Robert Hartman, 3 years after the fact, after we all talked about it about 3 years ago, and even 2 years ago. Now it's big news because the press now is saying Robert Hartman said it, so it must be true. They even go and give details of what the Queen said, and it really breaks my heart. Because indeed, that was a violation of the Queen's personal, of her person. Can you imagine? This is like if somebody comes to you and they rub things and they come up high, and somebody from the street and they come and they punch you. Or if you're saying to somebody, no. When somebody tries to R you, to ape you with an R, and you say no, that's what Meghan Markle and Harry did to the Queen. They aped her with an R. Because she said no. And they went sneakily about it. This is the equivalent of them giving the Queen a roofie. So the next day when she wakes up, everything has happened. It is a very terrible, I'll tell you why it's really upsetting. Because the Queen was very advanced in age. Her husband had just died. Her husband of all her whole life, her best friend. Her rock had just died. And we have Harry and Meghan Markle using her name. The most endearing thing her husband called her. And put it in on a child that we don't know about. And against her will, against her wishes, knowing that it would upset her. Because make no mistake, Harry and Meghan knew it would upset the Queen, which is why they were not honest about what they were going to call that child, birthed by a surrogate somewhere in the United States of America. That's my opinion. They knew it would hurt. And as I said at the beginning of this video, nasty until the end. The Queen was hurting. There was COVID. Her son that she loved very much, Andrew, for better or worse, was also under attack. She had to carry not only the United Kingdom, but the entire Commonwealth in her very frail shoulders, knowing also that her time was limited. And this is what Harry and Meghan chose to do. I'm going to do another video later on about Netflix and the crew and how they tried to hijack the Queen's funeral to make themselves the center of attention. I mean, again, nasty till the very end.